One of the documents I get asked for all the time is show me the documents on Lewis and also send me, and Tolkien, and also send me their bloodlines. I have 6-part series on that. One for the Llewellyn bloodline of the Lewis, and the other for the Toke bloodline of Tolkien that goes back to the Norse gods. So people want that. Plus, I'll show you their doctrines and the fruits of their works. And if they ever became Christian, they never recanted their writings. So I'll put all of that into the information. So understand that there's a level of knowledge and mysticism that's under play that works in behind the scenes that we can't really imagine.
So I'm not allowed to watch Lord of the Rings anymore?
Or Narnia.
Well, you can, but understand what they're doing. I mean, they're great storytellers. Mm-hmm. But make sure you educate your children on what they're watching. And if you want to enjoy the story, I'm not telling people not to do it, but don't be brainwashed.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the incarnation of Aslan in another world. Don't think that fauns and satyr gods should be part of children's writings.
Yeah. We talked about that in the other episode of what was it, Mithra, who be incarnated back. That Jesus doesn't do that, that is what Aslan does.
Exactly. He's like the Christ consciousness.
Man, C.S. Lewis, dude. Why did he write that to confuse people?
No,
it's like Screw Tape Letters is like awesome.
Oh, I know. He's a fabulous writer. So is Tolkien. Walt Disney did the same thing with fairy tales and things. And people say, well, he's Freemason. No, he's higher. He's part of the entertainment part. It's got to be at least Rosicrucian.
Walt, too?
Yeah.
Interesting. Just shooting all your favorite people in the head.
They are preparing us from
Keep going.
They prepare us from childhood. And the fairy tale concept goes back many years to accept things for when they're ready to reveal things, that we would accept that more easily, and they can tell us that they told us, we just didn't understand, right? They hide everything in plain sight. Everything that they do reflects who they are and who they worship and their history, because that's how they honor their gods.
Yeah.
We just have to understand how they speak and what they do. So this fairy tale concept, both Tolkien and Lewis were talking about, is they kind of consider the Bible a fairy tale because they both said so. Well, a fairy tale is a very interesting narrative that's a fiction and has a eucatastrophe, which is their term, written into it, where the hero doesn't have to face the horrible end. It has a happily ever after ending, which again is part of the fairy tale concept. So when they say the Bible is like a fairy tale, they're saying Jesus didn't really die on the cross and was resurrected. That's the fairy tale part, to make it a happy ever after ending. So now you have to be a mystic, an adept to understand how the Bible is written, because it's all allegorical. But that makes sense from their perspective because they have the interpretive approach, not the literal approach.